Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? The music is. It gives you a sense of tranquility and relaxedness. Try to listen to it. Like, very nice. And look at the art. Absolutely beautiful. So this is Colors of Fate, a visual novel developed by Caramello or Mellow Bee or Magic Bench or whatever you call them. There's a lot of names. Who also develops Fujiwara Bittersweet, a romance visual high school romance visual novel. This seems really great. Still the demo, by the way, so enough talk. Let's just play the game show. Ah, yeah, considering the title screen, I really didn't expect this. Like, warning: this game contains major topics such as death, kidnapping, mental and psychological issues, overcoming trauma, sexual content, prostitution, and other subjects. No, don't skip it, please. I haven't read it yet. Oh my god, that's a lot of warning. Why hello and welcome to Colors of Fate's demo. Yeah, why hello. Is it good? Who am I, you ask? Oh dear, please do not mind me. I am but a humble tale-teller and your guide in this story. Once the time comes for you to make choices, I will be at your side. Alright. Yes, choices. They will determine Melia's future and path throughout her life. Oh no, Melia. Oh no. Throughout her life, like this game is set telling the story of Melia's from childhood to adulthood. Depending on what choice you will make for her, it may end up changing her life drastically. Yeah, we may end up making her a great person or dead. Firstly, her path of life. During the prologue, the choices will lead her on either the maid path or the princess path. Alright, do not worry about it. I am your guide and shall show you the change you will cause on screen via a handy dandy point system. Alright. If you are not satisfied with the choice just made, you can simply scroll back up with your mouse wheel and choose a new. How marvelous and so much easier than life. Why are you bringing life now? Once the prologue is over and our little protagonist has to navigate throughout life until her adulthood, the choice you shall pick for her will not drastically affect her future. Unless you run into a bad or secret ending, that is. Oh no. Oh no, indeed. Affection point may also be influenced through choices and will lead to more intimate or personal scenes with the love interest. Ooh, nice. As expected from another otome game. Is that what you call it? Besides the choice, you may also encounter words marked in red. Please go ahead and click on those things using your left mouse button. What? Oh! Ah, that is nice. Explanation. That's kind of lacking in a lot of games. Having a lot of explanation is kind of nice, like to understand stuff. Great, I think we're all done with this little explanation. I humbly thank you for your time. Now come and see Melia's fate unfold before your eyes. Nice, there's no music at all. I love the silence. And look at the interference dialog box, I mean. Look at that. Nice. Prologue. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's a scene. For what is man without the comfort of tales, the stories that paint the world with all its details? A book holds treasure, say the greedy. Ooh, interesting. And power claim the needy. It is but fables that seek to provide wonders with the weight of words. But men hardly listen or cannot, for books do not speak. Yeah, that's true. They whisper. Ah, I can hear you, Anris. Ah, which one is Melia? I think This one is Melia and this one is Enris because here Enris is the one that reading the book. I did say to listen closely, you know. No, I did not. Oh, sweet siblings. I totally did. Look at her eyes. Oh my god. Look at that. Nice. Huh. Come closer now and perk up those ears of yours. The girl did just that, huddled close to the boy underneath soft sheep fur. The smell of herbs and plant life wafted through the air, mixed in with the delicate smell of old wood to form an aroma of utter bliss. For it was as innocent as the pages before them. Kinda reminds me of the. I forget the name. You know the game where I play building a city? Not a city. Trying to restore the environment back to its original state. I forget the game. I'm just gonna link it up in the card above. It's a very relaxing and nice game, you could say. Check it out. This story spoke of eternal love and happy endings, which we should be achieved in this, right? We should. And so, relieved from her curse, the princess turned back into her original form, hair luscious and soft, and skin as white as porcelain. A beauty such as her could bedazzle any young man, and so the noble fell in love with her in an instant. Huh, the noble. Is it always the noble? Down with the noble, I say. Wait, did I skip something? Oh yeah. His feelings were as pure as pond water, fairy touch, and when he begged her to become his betrothed, she could see the depths of the ocean in his eyes. For his bravery in saving her and the blossoming feelings in her that bloomed brilliantly, she accepted his proposal. The wedding was celebrated with the wonders of spring, bright and bold and sun-kissed. The writing is also beautiful, isn't it? Very nice. Can't wait for this visual novel to break my heart. Finally, feeling the love she so craved for, the princess kissed her husband with weight of 1,000 hearts, which should probably murder the husband if we count thousands of hearts, the weight of them. They live happily ever after. Ah, the end. A sweet story, honey touch, and soft like roses without the thorns. Yep, which is unlike this story. A sweet story, honey touch, and soft like rose with a lot of thorns. Andres, a shy and smart 11-year-old boy who dreamed of becoming the next healer and herbalist of the village after his father. He and Melia are always stuck together. Hmm? Andres closed the book with a smile and sigh, and turned to the girl with curiosity glinting in his eyes. And that is it. What do you say? Did you enjoy the story? Melia, an energetic 10-year-old girl who is a real daredevil, she wants to become a strong lumberjack. Melia, however, was in a sour mood, mouth turned downwards in a frown. Oh, what is it, Melia? The princess was so useless. And Melia, you are such an absolute savage as a 10 years old. Is that what all princes are like? If so, they are boring, fun-hating, and dumb, and an absolute savage. And what makes you say that? Well, she stuttered a She stuttered, voice a whimper. She stuttered, voice a whimper when it should have been a storm. Yeah, I don't really know English, so yeah. One could see the thoughts that rushed over her, a barrage of words that had yet to be put in an order that wouldn't anger her storyteller. They never dream of adventure for one. They sit around all day and wait for a white knight with a white horse and a white castle atop snowy hill. I mean, if you're trapped on a top of a tower, you wouldn't dream of an adventure that much. Like you cannot get out, or when you're being put by a witch to sleep for a long time, you can even go anywhere you're asleep. But okay, do they know? Yes, they do. I want action, sword fight and dragons, and none of this being safe stuff, Enris. Oh, you want that? I'll give you that then. To give you some spice in the story, but still, let's try to avoid the bad end, shall we? Dragons. Extremely rare species with great magic power and rumor to be able to travel through worlds and dimensions. Known to be stingy, stingy beings. Well, I never thought that dragon will be defined as stingy. Even the sweetest of them can become feral if one tries to take their finest treasure from them. Interesting. You will not want that, would you? That makes me wonder what kind of princess would you be? It better be none at all. Ah, certainly not the kind to sit around all day with no worries but to sew and not prick your finger on a cursed sewing needle. You will not wait for a lover to come, I wager. Indeed. Hmm. Can't imagine myself as a princess at all, though. It's more a role that would fit you. You mean a prince, not a princess, right? I don't know. If you want to be a princess, it's okay too. It's okay. He started laughing, the awkward kind that was not quite a giggle, not quite a snort. Andres was a boy much too noble in his demeanor to stop to such a low level, and yet he still struggled with the imaginary scenario. No, 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 you heard me right. I mean a princess. Cause, you know a lot of things and are calm and read books for hours without getting bored and... what are you talking about? I will totally be the White Knight hype, on a noble steed rushing in to save a damsel in distress. Hmm, look at that, would you? This is basically people's pandemic room. Plants everywhere. Like everything's fine. You start collecting all kind of plants to support your life. I don't know, is it just me? I really want to collect a lot of plants. As if to prove his point, the boy struck a pose. The storybook, a poor imitation of a sword, a weapon forged from paper instead of iron with only words for an edge. No. Ah, so that's how Melia looks like. Oh, very, very adorable. I just... Ha, no entries. Anyway, I'm not destined to be a prince at all, so that is one problem solved. True, you're just always every day, in fact, telling me that you'll be the best healer the village will ever have when we have grown up. You are exaggerating. I don't say it every day at all. Hmm, you're right. It's at least twice a week, though. Oftentimes three or more. Okay, okay, you don't have to glare. I yell, oh, great night, Andres. Oh, look at that. So cute. Adorable, lovely, sweet. I wonder what could go wrong. You're always clinging to that diary that your brother gave you, though. Well, it is Jan's precious journal about healing recipe. It is invaluable. I don't want to lose it. Indeed, Jan. Henry's brother is a doting man in his early 20s and treats Melia as his own little sister. Well, isn't that a nice brother you have there? Early 20, eh? Hmm. How do you get it anyhow? Jan said he knows the content, sorry, so I can learn with it and add my own discoveries in it as well. Isn't that exciting? Indeed, it is. It is, but it kinda makes me jealous. Why is it? Oh, red little one. Little red. Because the hair is red and little, you know. Jealous? How so? Well, there's all these interesting pictures and drawings, circles and plants and more. Too bad I can't read. Man, too bad I can't read. I told you before, did I not? Ask me anytime and I will teach you. Oh. She sighed at that, the little laugh that crept up and out of her throat as much as self-deprecating as it was humbling. That is okay, I'm too lazy anyhow. You don't have to be. I'll help, but, I'll help, but if you do not want to, that is okay. But do not complain then. Sure. His hand reached out to ruffle her hair, the action much more soothing than intended, because he could never be rough, even if he wanted to. Oh. Oh, if you want adventure instead of princess stories, we have some books that you might enjoy. They're on my brother's shelves in our living room. Next time, tell me earlier that this kind of stuff bores you, okay? Next time. If next time ever come. With that, he stood up from his bed, his feet dragging him towards the next room, but he stopped before exiting completely. Stop existing. Come, Melia, I will show them to you. Show what? With the girl in tow, the two of them quickly made their way over towards the living room, a space ripe with treasure, most of which the children weren't allowed to touch at all. Oh no. Is this gonna turn to a disaster somehow? From those kind of stuff? I don't know. Children wasn't supposed to touch that, you know. Why are you touching that? You weren't supposed to be here. It should be around here somewhere. Right. Look at that rock. Oh my god. That rock is amazing. Lovely. I like that. Not every treasure rests inside a golden chest. As this book stood proudly on three wooden boards, clumsily hung up on the wall with old nails. Hung up on the wall with nails? I'm not sure that's a good book then. Melia ate them suspiciously, wondering how long the precarious furniture would stand the test of time. I guess they don't really have time to make solid furniture, always busy with their healing stuff. Or maybe his brother is simply as clumsy as Andres. Her thoughts were interrupted by Andres colliding with her. He tried to reach the book while standing on his tiptoes, a fruitless endeavor in the endeavor. Sure. Muttering a quick apology, the boy tried anew, as unsuccessful. Sorry, unsuccess. Wait. As unsuccessful as he had been before. That's how you do it. You need some help, Andres? No. I can do it. I can do it. Almost there. Look. The moment his finger finally clung to the boards of the shelf, his balance toppled over once more. His nails dug into wood, hand grasping at the material like claw as it produced a horrible cracking sound not unlike a wounded animal. Oh no. Andres. Watch out, you'll hurt yourself in it. No, another creak, this one similar to the heaving breaths of the fallen prey. Ah. And there we go. Come on, Ares, let me help. She reached up, fingers touching fabric. Melia held onto it first, adjusting her grip after so she could catch Andres easily. You can let go now. Oh. You sure? I'm pretty sure, Andres. Yeah, I got you, don't worry. Actually, I'm not sure about this. With that, he let go, cheeks aflame in embarrassment. The blush on his cheeks only darkened when Melia did not let go immediately, but instead made sure to grasp his hand in her own, turning them over to check for wounds. That is my job. I'm just checking real quick. I'm just taking the lead here. Oh, there's a splinter here, Andres. Ooh. A thick, gnarly piece of wood. Ow. Piercing his index finger. Deep enough to draw blood, if only a little, but what hurt more than the battle wound was the concept of being safe in its. Yeah, sure. Nonetheless, saved by someone who you want to, show off in front of. It's fine, trust me. Trust me. Let Andres treat himself, the man to take care of the splinter. The man? Let him treat. You know, let's give Andres some trust in his ability. Wait, what did I click? Sorry. Oh no, sorry. I didn't really see the choice. Okay then, yeah, as I said, let's let Andres treat himself. Princess Point. Thank you. Andres nodded to himself, his attention focused on the wound entirely. There was a slight tremble to his finger as he gently touched the splinter. Ouch. Ouch indeed. A whimper the moment he decided to rip out the foe that sat at his mercy, and the wood gave way to blood, the smallest drop to stain his otherwise preciously pure skin. It's bleeding. Does it still hurt? I don't know. What do you think? A little, yes, but watch, okay? Watch this. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. With that, Enrich went over to one of the shelves, his feet dragging him lightly forward despite the heavy nature of his grim base. He took a moment to search for what he was looking for. Once he found it, he made it way back over to Melia, holding a small sack in his unwounded hand, carrying it like it held riches within. What's in here, Enris? Healing herbs that can be used to soothe small wounds. Ah, nice. You want to see? You want to see it? You want to see what's inside this sack? hmm Of course. Taking the sack in her hands, Melia gently opened it, revealing a sweet smell born from dark, dried leaves. She held a single one between her fingers as Andres took it back, but could not help but to look at Andres' wound instead. The little droplet of blood has grown into a small line that traveled down his finger. Blood of such a rich, fresh color seemed to almost blossom across his. I don't know. I don't know, Melia. That's a kind of strange way to describe, you know, blood. But as if you will then grow a fang in the future, aren't you? Like, you will then grow a fang and get scared of sunlight or hate garlic in the future, right? If I let this steep in warm water, then I can simply drown my finger in it and that relieves the pain. Oh, okay. Do you have any warm water here? No. See? But cold water should do the trick as well. Yen said warm water is better, but this is only a small wound, so it should work. Alright. Alright, I'll fetch you some. Aw, Melia, you don't have to. No. But Melia had already rushed outside, leaving Enris behind. It took her only a couple of minutes to rush back in, carrying a bucket with a small amount of fresh water in it. Where do you get it? As Enris took it from her, she watched how he poured a couple of the dried leaves in it, and saw with morbid curiosity how those little streaks of blood colored the water crimson. Alright, that should do it. Now I just let my fingers sit in here for a while. Does it help? Yeah, it already suits the wound. Ah, nice. It's also keep it from getting infected so easily. It does? You know so much, Andres. Yeah? Andres is a smart boy. Thank you. Oh, look at their sweet relationship. Maybe she simply imagined the rosy color that painted a streak. Imagine onto Henry's skin because he hid his face from her by reaching for the sack of dried leaves again. And when he looked back, it was all but gone. Here, these are for you. The leaves? Yes, Yen is great at making new ones, and mother and father will not notice it missing, I promise. Oh, so you're basically teaching yourself to steal. Now that you know what to do, you can help yourself if you ever get hurt. Okay? Oh. Okay, you are the best, Enris. I try. Oh. With that, Melia carefully held onto the sack of dried herbs, a treasure of her very own. That the wound now dealt with bled no longer. With it came Enris' freedom once more, save from any further fear of heat rising to his cheeks. Oh. He pressed under the cut once before turning his attention back to the mess that they had made. What had once been the shadow of a shelf now resembled a little more than its corpse. Books, firmly arranged in strange fashion, now lay across the ground in all kind of ways. Some on their backs, some thrown open by fall, and others are weird mixtures of both. Gently Henry knelt down to bring them back into a semblance of order. There it is! He grabbed one of the more colorful ones, the page yellowed and adorned with crease, but there was beauty to the edge of it. Opening it invited the smile of the old page, an aroma that would awaken nostalgic memories. So, an old ancient book. Let's see what's in it. Amelia, interested mostly in the knight on the front of the cover, slowly shuffled over to Eneris, only to fall down to her knees beside him. And this is what we were looking for. Ah, the adventure book. His deft finger gingerly opened the book. To its table contents, bold letter proclaimed self-contained stories, and a smile laid across his lips as he read them aloud. The Tale of the Dragon Shield, Knighthood, the Great Tournament, those bring back memories. Oh, so yeah, it's just a storybook, not an ancient book. Alright. What are these, Andres? At that question, Andres began to beam with the excitement of a much younger child. Picture books, or rather, this is a book my grandfather created. Ooh, with sketches from his travels. Ah, it was a diary to catalog his art first. He made it into a short story collection instead, using simple sentences to make teaching to read easier. Oh. And it's about knights. He traveled with a clergyship aided by knights, father told me. So yes, it's mostly about knights. Knights. With her interest finally caught in a web of pretty pencil lines, Melia urged Enrich to show her the wonders of the little bound book. Okay, so we are very interested on the story on the book, obviously, but it's been like 30 minutes and I have to limit the time, so there's not too many burden on me. So I guess see you later then in the next episode of Colors of Fate. So far it's very interesting, like the music feels very tranquil, relaxing, and calm. The art, gorgeous. The background and the character art, they are simply beautiful. And also the carpet, yeah, lovely. So also the story, if you ask me, how it is written is very poetic. So I guess see you later then in the next episode. Bye bye.